Hey, what's up, you guys? I hope you guys had a fantastic day today. I am looking forward to this weekend of doing absolutely nothing other than, chilling and relaxing and preparing my children for school. How many of you guys are ready for them to start this whole virtual school thing? I've been driving myself crazy only because I waited to the last minute to do what I needed to do, but I got everything done, you guys, so I am no longer stressing at this point. I am fine. So now I can just sit back and relax and breathe a little. All right, so you guys, I wanted to talk about I wanted to ask, do you guys prefer, and this is my topic for today, by the way, I wanted to talk about, being married or not being married. You have some people that want to get married, and you also have people that don't want to get married. Me, I'm in the middle. I'm for getting married, and I'm also for not getting married. Only because for me, I never, anybody that really knows me, I never really seen myself getting married. Not saying that I don't want to get married, but I just never really saw that for myself, so it wasn't a big thing. I wasn't the girl that was like, oh my gosh, I want to be in this big white dress and walking down the aisle and everybody's looking at me and throwing flowers and rice or whatever, jumping over the broom or whatever. I never pictured that for myself. For me, I feel that if I were to choose to get married, I want it to be something that's small and very intimate. I would definitely not have a whole lot of people at my wedding. I will only have a select few or whatever, the ones that have been with me and been rocking with me for the longest, if, I chose, to get married. So I have a lot of people that have said oh, why don't you want to be married? You want to be married. This and that and third. It's good to be married. But to each his own, you people. You can't shove you should get married down somebody else's throat. If they feel that they don't want to get married, why does that, what is that going to do for your life? I know some of us have maybe told people, friends, family, whatever, hey, I don't really think marriage is for me. I don't think that I want to get married. I'm content with being with that person for the rest of my life without having to sign those papers. And I feel like that's okay. But you have some people that, of course, they have their opinions when you don't ask for it, unwanted opinions. Okay, and they're trying to tell you why you should get married and this and that and the third, but they're telling you what they feel based off of their life and their path. You guys, you have your own path, your own journey without them. They don't have to live your life. They don't get to pick and choose what you decide you want to do. Again, you guys, you are your own author. For me, I've always learned to silence people that try to tell me what they feel is right. First of all, I'm going to always say to them, I never ask for your opinion. I'm just telling you how I feel. You know what I'm saying? What you do is what you do. And I'm not saying you have to be nasty or rude about it. I mean, especially my thing is this. Why I keep telling somebody, if you know somebody is going to always down what you say, why even go to that person in the first place and say something to them? You already know that they're not for whatever it is that, you decide to do. So stop telling those people. Now you have people that genuinely care about you. And I get that, they want to see you with somebody, and they are seeing you with somebody. But why does it have to be on paper? It don't have to be on paper. What does that really mean? Because you guys, as you know, we can easily get married today and divorced the next day. Now, having said that, now I'm not saying, and I know a lot of you guys are probably now, if you're thinking about it like that, you're already, going into marriage or thinking of marriage as a bad thing. I'm not. I'm just being upright, honest. You guys, a piece of paper is not going to change anything. A lot of people have gotten married and gotten divorced after years and years and years. Why? Because we grow. We start to look at things differently. We're not on the same page as we were 5, 6, 10, 12 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they don't know exactly what it is. They know what they want for those few years. But on down and down that path, you guys, stuff do happen. And a lot of people like to say, well, I don't like to think like that. You don't like to think like that, but you should think kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Still somewhere, I'm not saying just sit there and just always constantly think, oh, this may not work 10 years, after and all this kind of other stuff. Because you guys, my parents been married for a long freaking time. Other people have been married for a long time. I think marriage is a beautiful thing. I really do. Especially if you're with somebody and that's the person you want to be with, and you've committed yourself to them. And you know that you don't want to be with somebody. You want only them. But both of you guys have to be on the same page. And that way I see marriage really, really working. But if you're going into marriage with doubts and you're really unsure, don't do it. I just feel like that is a big commitment. That's a big change. You're not only changing your last name, but you're changing everything. You're sharing money. If you're not already doing it, but you got these a joint account. When it comes to filing taxes, that's what it is. You guys are, and that's fine. I'm not saying that's bad, but I'm just saying this is all the stuff that comes with it. So just know what you're doing and know what you're signing up for before you actually make that choice to say, hey, I do want to get married. When you also decide to get married, do not go into a marriage thinking that person is going to change. You've been beating at a dead horse for the past 6 years. And finally, okay, you guys about to tie that knot, and you're thinking, okay, well, once we get married, it's going to change. Let me just tell you, okay, that don't always happen. And I'm not going to say it'll never happen, because you do have people that do get married and they do become a complete different person. It's like, whoa, where you been at? You know what I'm saying? There are people out there that will do that. Unfortunately, you guys, everybody is different, and everybody is just not that person that will change. So never go into a marriage expecting change. Some people, they go into marriages and people change like for the worse. They start being very controlling. They start being selfish. They start showing this complete different side that you didn't see when you wasn't married, because most people feel like they own you. And I'm not just saying, oh, the men. No, the women too. You get with some women and they're all, peaches and cream. But as soon as y'all marry her, she turns into this crazy person. You know what I'm saying? Like, now she's controlling you. She wants you in at a certain time. She don't want you hanging at bars. She don't want you going to strip clubs. She don't want you, going on vacation with your brothers or with your homeboys. She just becomes this crazy person. And the same thing goes for guys. You guys, nobody should stop their life because, a person all of a sudden change and now they want you to accept who they are. No, that's just not the way we're living life, you guys. Again, you only have one life to live. When we were kids, your parents, you had to live up under their roof. You had to wake up when they wanted you to wake up. You couldn't just sleep around all day long. And I'm not speaking for all. Some parents don't give a damn what you do. Okay, but, you had to wake up a certain time. You need to brush your teeth. Basically what I'm saying is you grew up under a roof and you had rules all day, right? Had to do so much. And you were just so ready to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Spread your wings. Get your own place. Leave a few dishes in the sink and wash them bitches the next day. Shit, leave them in for a week. Don't do that. But I'm just saying, having that free will to do what you want. Nobody can tell you what to do. So be damned if you get into a relationship and that person acts like they're your dad or they're your mother. Who has time for that? Y'all crazy. Nobody has time for that. Listen, again, when you get in relationships, yes, you're supposed to compromise, but at the same time, you guys, don't be dumb. You know what I'm saying? Get with somebody that's going to change you in ways like your credit. Ways like if you have an attitude problem and you've always been and certain things about yourself need to be changed anyway, and they notice those flaws about you and they're allowed and they're willing to stay with you through those changes just as long as you do change. And again, you guys, we change for people we really do care about. I've made a lot of changes in my life. You know what I'm saying? For the person that I really and truly do care about. If I didn't care what this person thought about me, I would still be who I am. Even my friends to this day be like, girl, you are a completely different person. Why? Because I'm with somebody that I'm willing to change for. But I'm not just changing for them, I'm changing for me. Because there was a lot of things that I need to change within myself. He was just around to say, you know what, I'll sit back and I'll let you do that. And I'm not here to waste his time. I changed myself and he's seen that. And when your significant other can see the growth in you, you guys, you're doing a great job. Now for the ones that say, I don't have to get married, I don't want to get married, and guess what, that's fine. You don't have to. Continue to be with that person for a long time. Don't ever feel like you have to be pressured into getting married. You know, I mean, I know there are people out there, and it's, you know, whatever your religion is and whatever your family said, hey, this is how I want you to grow up, this and that and third. Again, that's how they want you to grow up, but it's still your life. It's still your decision. That's your decision to make, not theirs. You understand what I'm saying, you guys? Our parents are not going to always be around. You know, you got to start making your decisions for your own, you know, for your own sanity. You know, you want that, like, it's okay to get advice from certain people, or it's okay to listen to what people have to say, only if you let them know, hey, I want to hear what you have to say. I don't like talking to people and they feel like they finna just start telling me what I need to do. No, we not doing that. Okay, you guys, you make your own decision. You don't have to get married. You can be with that person for as long as you want to be with that person. You can be with that person for 15 years and never get married if that's what you choose. If that's what keep both of you guys happy, you know you're not going nowhere. I mean, it's damn near like you married. You just don't have that piece of paper. And I know some people probably saying, this girl sound crazy as hell. No, I don't. I'm just speaking and just saying exactly what it is. Stop trying to pressure these people to get married that don't want to get married. Again, marriage is a beautiful thing, and being in a relationship and being with somebody is a beautiful thing. And yeah, in most cases, in certain situations, you're looked at differently, you know, whether you married, whether you're not married, because I've had people that told me, yeah, you know, once you get married, you know, they treat you a certain type of way. You know, if you go to your kids' conference or whatever, teachers or whoever like to hear my husband, you know, versus my boyfriend, or just want to hear that. Or just some people are like, you know what, I want to get married because I have a child and I want them to grow up knowing that this is the right thing to do. And guess what, you guys, that is okay. But don't force that situation because you're trying to, you know, show your kids or your kid like this is the right way to go. But what if you're unhappy, or what if you really don't want to marry this person? Do not, and I get tired of that too. Stop blaming the kids. Like, stop using that as an excuse, you guys. Like, I get it. I'm not saying I don't get it and I don't understand. I definitely get it, okay? Hey you guys, what's up? This is Angel. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it is the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free, and who doesn't like free, you guys? I know I do. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. I'm just saying, you guys, I don't feel like nobody should be forced to do anything. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not judging. I'm on both sides. Again, you guys, I am definitely for getting married. I think marriage is a beautiful thing, but I'm also for, you know, people that want to have long-term relationships without the actual paper. You know what I'm saying? If that's what they choose to do. Again, you guys, everybody is different. What you eat, they may not eat. Okay? Everybody is different. I swear, you guys, we have our own path. Okay? And I just feel like, you know, at the end of the day, as long as those two people that are together are okay with their decision, then those outside decisions, definitely, it don't matter. It don't matter what you think. Keep your opinions to yourself. Okay? Even if you feel like they should be married. I get tired of hearing people, dang, you heard about, and I'm about to make up a name, y'all. What can I say? You heard about Chad and his girlfriend, Kelly? They've been together for 7 years. He still ain't proposed? I mean, they might as well get married. I know we all have heard that. And I know we all have probably been that couple. You know what I'm saying? That been in that situation where people feel like you've been with that person for so long, y'all should go ahead and get married. Well, why? Is that going to kill you? if a person don't get married? Is that going to kill you if a person chooses to be with somebody without getting married? You know, I'm just saying, you guys, unwanted opinions. Let these people live their lives. What works for you may not work for them. That's all I'm saying. And that's just the topic that I wanted to hold today, because I was having a conversation about it with someone that I'm cool with, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make this my podcast, because there are people out there that listen to so many opinions on this and on that, and maybe they haven't heard the right person to say, hey, it's okay, that's your decision. Or maybe they have, or maybe somebody haven't really just put it, you know, like really gave them the rundown, you know what I'm saying, like on how it is. I'm giving you the rundown on how it is. Live your life for you and nobody else, okay? They will not lose sleep, I promise. And if they do, they all right. Long as they ain't sleeping in your house, waking you up, okay? Asking questions and shit. That's just all I'm saying. So I want y'all to be very, very mindful that there are people out here that's going to voice their opinions regardless. So you just got to get ready for that. But know how to deal with that in a positive way. Shut them down kindly. That's what I do. Kindly shut their ass down. Okay? Kindly shut them down, y'all. But be positive when you do it. You know? And again, you guys, everything is not meant for everybody to hear. I understand that, you know, y'all want to hear people's opinions and thoughts, or y'all just want to hear that reassurance and all this kind of other stuff, but you are your own reassurance. Reassure yourself that this is what you want to do for yourself.